Hey, it's me, Richie T, sitting down with Kelen from the story so far. I have to respect you because you're wearing dark shoes and white socks, so good for you.
That's right, some contrast in my life.
Just giving you mad props for the... no, I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. The story so far, let's get it out of the way. The story so far comes from what? The band name. Where'd you get that?
It's a Newfound Glory song.
So you're just a huge fan of Newfound Glory, so you said, we'll take it?
Yeah, we were just going through an iPod, and we were cheap, lazy bastards, so we thought that would be a good idea.
Nice. When you say we, who are you talking about? How many people are in the band?
There's 5 of us.
5 of you? All high school friends, or how did you guys get together?
Friends. We all went to the same high school, with the exception of one of us, but they were going to another high school in the same town. So.
Being on the Vans Warped Tour for you has meant what? What has it been for you guys?
It's winding down. It's just been a lot of porta potties and sweat and dust and sleeplessness and fun.
Yeah, so, it sounds like a lot of miserable things, and then you cap it off with fun.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of it's a fun tour to do. Yeah, I was just getting the obvious out of the way. So.
You're probably reaching the point now in the tour where you're just like, okay, one more date, and I just want to be able to sleep, and I want to be able to be clean.
Exactly.
Is it something that you would do again?
Yeah, I mean, this is our second year in a row doing it, so I mean, I think we already answered that question by coming back for seconds. It's going to be a different tour in the future, definitely. So I mean, I guess it depends how the festival, what direction it takes in the future, whether there's still a place for us on it.
Talk about that a little bit. Talk about how the tour is changing.
Well, the tour is not. I mean, what it used to be. I mean, back when it was starting, it was competing with an entirely different market and catering to an entirely different group of people.
Uh-huh.
And now it's a much younger audience, and this younger audience is in competition with tours like the Paramore Fall Out Boy tour, even the One Direction tour, stuff
sure.
like that. You know what I mean? So it's the more it moves into that direction, the more that the younger your audience gets, then through the time, as time goes, they become less and less knowledgeable of you. So it's it really depends what kind of market it's capturing, if there's still a demand for us out here, because that demand for bands changes all the time. So
it's interesting because so much of the reason why tours and performing is so prevalent is it's the way you guys make money anymore. You're not making huge amounts off of, not you specifically, but in general, CD sales isn't the way to make
you're right
a bunch of money. And people will pirate stuff and everything like that, but it's when you're out on tours that you're making all your money.
It's 90% of it, yeah.
So people are going out more and more on tours. Although, you say that they get younger and younger, I remember being 16 and 17 when I came to the Vans Warped Tour. Do you think they're younger than that even, being out here?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just not general. I think, generally, the majority of people are younger. I feel even back, when you had... I mean, it has definitely gotten a lot younger, because when you had, historic bands or, legacy bands, stuff they cater to a much bigger audience, a lot older audience too, you know what I mean?
Sure.
A lot of these pop bands and all these other bands, it's the parents know about it because their kids are into it, but they don't have any identification of them, it's a lot more, just in general, there's a lot more bands nowadays, and I feel like it used to be a lot more household names with bands, and now Warped Tour is a rotating cast of bands who, are coming through and coming out, and in that way it's different,
One of the things I love about the Warped Tour, though, is that it is such a variety. I can come here and some of those heritage folks, I can come and I can see Amberlin, and then I can turn around and I can, see some band from Minnesota that I've never even heard of that, next year will probably be getting radio play. You know what I'm saying? So you have such a variety of, acts that are here on the Warped Tour, and then you have, your your rap and your electronica, and it just seems like this shotgun effect of like, here, take everything and see what you like.
Yeah, because it used to be, if you were a hip-hop artist on the tour, you get eights thrown at you.
Yeah.
Like, when Eminem was on the tour competing with, like, Pennywise, people would just chant Pennywise through his whole set.
Do you feel like it doesn't serve people better to have such a wide variety? You'd rather have it be more...
No. I'm just saying, I'm just commenting on how times have changed.
Sure.
I think it's that people definitely have a wider palette for music than they used to, and I think that's good for artists of all varieties because, like I said, it used to be a tour that could only cater to one demographic, and now it's a tour that can cater to a larger demographic with a more diverse, listening palette. Like
sure.
I said,
I like it because I can come and bring my kid, and I don't have to see him all day, and he can go watch. He can watch the acts that he wants to see. Yeah. I can go watch the acts that I want to see, and we both come away from it going, man, that was the best concert, and we didn't even watch the same stuff. What did you watch? Oh, let's talk about that.
Cool.
Talk to me about this, and then I have to let you go.
That's fine.
Who have you been watching on the tour? If you could recommend some other bands for people to check out besides The Story so far.
There's really only like 4 or 5 bands I've watched a lot.
Okay, hit me with them. Let's go. 4 or 5.
So Saves the Day.
Okay.
Every Time I Die.
Okay.
Terror. 4 Years Strong. Straight from the Path. And then the wild card, Attila.
Cool. Yeah. So people can check those out. Kelen
and
from...
Less Than Jake, sorry.
Oh, yeah, and Less Than Jake. You can't forget them. Veterans, did you know they've done the Warped Tour more than anybody else?
They have 365 days of their lives have been spent out on the Warped Tour.
That's insane, isn't it?
I know, and they're some of my, they're my go-to as far as, if I'm going to go hang out with, I'll go on their bus. They're some of the best people on the tour,
It's Kelen from The Story so far. Thanks for taking a few minutes, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.